Hey friends, long time no see. It's been about 3 weeks. How is everyone doing? I've been swamped with assignments and couldn't find time to create videos. If only there were an AI agent that could edit videos for me, I could upload videos much faster. This video is about 30 minutes long, so I'm planning to chat a lot. This is kind of like my roundup diary. If you're only interested in the visuals, feel free to ignore my rambling. So, what should I talk about first? Um, let's start with my computer. The MacBook I'm currently using is about 5 years old, and it's running out of storage space and gets super slow all the time. I'm really feeling now that 500 gigabytes just isn't enough. This is super stressful, but MacBook Pros are way too expensive for me to buy one right now. Once I land my remote job, getting a new computer is gonna be my top priority. Next time, I definitely want at least 1 terabyte or ideally 2 terabyte of storage. Until then, I just have to make do with this one. I'm thinking maybe I can afford a new one around 2027 or 2028. That said, I am taking some steps to manage with my current MacBook. I bought an external SSD and moved all my rarely used data and large files onto it. I'm also using cloud storage and saving photos and videos to iCloud. These measures have made things somewhat more manageable, but it's obviously not solving the fundamental problem. How do you all deal with storage issues? Let me know in the comments. Recently, even though I'm in the computer science department, I've been researching Burnout for an assignment. I hope to share this with you all someday. When I think my work might help someone else, it motivates me to push a little harder even when I'm tired. When I'm working on something, I tend to slack off if it's just for myself. So I always try to keep in mind how it might contribute to others or society. This mindset might actually be helping prevent burnout for me too. For sharing methods, I'm planning not just YouTube, but also blogs and newsletters. If I create my own website, it'd be good practice for what I'm learning. And blogs or newsletters would be helpful for people who prefer to process information quickly through text. Right now, I'm considering Builder or Prismic as web builder tools. The reason is they provide developer-friendly APIs and offer a high degree of customization. I found opinions online saying that some popular website builders have intuitive drag and drop interfaces that are great for designers. but they have too many limitations for developers who prefer code level control. So far, I've only tried Prismic, but I'll give Builder a try too. I'm considering these options because I use React and Tailwind for front-end development. As for the project timeline, I'm hoping to deliver it to everyone by early summer at the earliest, or by the end of the year at the latest. If possible, I'd like to share the development process and behind the scenes decision making on the channel too. Hope to show you the real journey of web development, including videos documenting the development process, challenges I faced, and how I solved them. One of my recent concerns is how slow I work. My university assignments take me 5 to 10 hours each. Research and processing information take especially long. My work process starts with preparing an outline as a response to the question. Then, I read through materials, extract the parts I need for the assignment, paraphrase them into appropriate expressions, and feed them into my prepared structure. I repeat this process many times to complete a single assignment, but it always takes way longer than expected. If I could do this in about 3 hours, I'd have time for other things, so I really want to improve my efficiency somehow. I think I read in a Google related book that there's this idea where you ask yourself, how could I improve my results tenfold to find new solutions? It makes total sense because you can't achieve 10 times the results by just extending your current methods. In my case, that would mean asking how could I complete this in 1 hour, which honestly doesn't seem realistic. But I guess that's exactly why it might lead to discovering approaches I've never imagined before. Or maybe I realize I've been spending time unnecessarily. Since I need to write some kind of essay every day, I need to address this urgently. How do you all make essaying and writing more efficient? If you have any techniques that help you save time, recommended tools, or workspace improvements, please let me know in the comments. Oh yeah, I recently bought a new pair of shoes. I'm planning to wear them after the snow melts. I'll show them to you in my next video. I had completely forgotten I even bought them. That's how rarely I go shopping, including these new shoes. I only own 3 pairs total: sneakers, snow boots, and regular shoes. The ones I just bought. I'm really frugal and only want to buy what's absolutely necessary. I've been sticking to this cycle of wearing shoes until they are completely worn out and only buying new ones when I absolutely need to. But according to my friend, it's better to rotate between multiple pairs of shoes rather than wearing the same ones every day. She says it makes them last longer. I understand what she's saying, but I just don't have that kind of money. Everything is so expensive these days that I'm just focused on surviving. This same friend apparently owns 8 pairs of shoes. Surprisingly, her dad has been wearing the same shoes for over 20 years. I don't know how frequently he wears them, but I had no idea shoes could last that long. I'd like to slowly build up my shoe collection over time. First, I really want a pair for rainy days. I recently saw news about child abuse cases involving parents. It hurts my heart to imagine that suffering of these young children. I've been thinking about what we as a society can do to reduce these tragic incidents. Technology might be one approach. For example, we could develop tools using AI image recognition technology to analyze children's facial expressions and emotional states. These tools could potentially help professionals identify issues. Imagine if during morning attendance at school, children's expression could be scanned and any potential problems quantified, with serious cases automatically reported to child protection services or police. By having reports go directly to authorities without notifying parents, children wouldn't need to fear retaliation. If problems are identified in the home, children could be moved to safe places like care facilities. Child abuse is a complex issue that technology alone can't solve. We also need stronger support systems for parents, community monitoring, better training for teachers and healthcare workers, and environments where children feel safe asking for help. Although it may be a naive idea of mine, I believe that if these efforts are carried out through collaboration between industry, academia, and government, it could increase the likelihood that children can live in a safe and secure environment. What approaches do you think will be effective in protecting children? Please share your thoughts in the comments. And remember, if you notice concerning situations around you, it's important to contact child welfare services or specialized agencies. Each person's awarenesses and action help protect children's futures.
Good morning. Good morning, guys. I just woke up. It's time to wake up.
I want to talk about my favorite Netflix series, Wednesday. It's a mystery drama by director Tim Burton based on the Addams Family. Have you seen it? The series was released in 2022, starring Jenna Ortega as Wednesday Addams, who solves a series of matters at a special school. Her sarcastic, cool personality and unexpected actions are really entertaining. My favorite character is Thing, the disembodied hand. Despite being just a hand, it's incredibly expressive and emotional. It's surprising that they used a real actor's hand for filming rather than CGI, computer generated imagery. I think it's amazing how those small movements can convey so much emotion. The actor is a Romanian magician named Victor who uses his experience as a magician to express various emotions just through finger movements. I'd recommend this to mystery lovers, of course, but also to anyone who enjoys dark humor and gothic atmospheres. They've already confirmed the second season, so if you haven't watched it yet, you should definitely check it out. Let me know your favorite Netflix series or your thoughts on Wednesday in the comments. I might watch something you recommend in my next video. In the future, I want to live with a dog, but honestly, I have such a strong urge to get one right now that I'm watching dog videos on YouTube just to control myself. I'm especially interested in Australian Shepherds and Labrador Retrievers. I fell in love with Australian Shepherds at first sight because of their beautiful coat and intelligent eyes, while Labradors appeal to me with their gentle temperament and loyalty. When I imagine playing fetch with them, I want to get one immediately. But realistically speaking, owning a dog costs more than expected: food, medical expenses, grooming, and so on. Plus, it takes time, so as a student, I need to hold off for now. I'm thinking once I get a remote work job in the future, I might be able to balance life with a dog. You might think this is strange, but I want a dog even before having human children. Once I start living with a dog, I'll probably think of services that could make pet ownership easier. So, besides my education business, I'd like to get into dog related adventures too. I daydream about this while studying every day. What kind of pets do you live with? If you have any cute stories about dogs, cats, or small animals, or advice about preparations before getting a pet, please share in the comments. Now, I'd like to share something more reflective. Recently, an experience made me realize something important. The danger of believing your own interpretation is absolutely right. We tend to unconsciously view the world only through our own perspective. That's because interpretations vary greatly based on our assumptions. Our cognitive framework, background knowledge, experiences, values, emotions, and cultural background can all lead to different interpretations of the same information. I believe more constructive communication becomes possible when we recognize these different assumptions between ourselves and others, and when we don't insist too strongly that our interpretation is correct. What I'm personally working on is first asking myself, is this a fact or is this my interpretation? And when I disagree with someone, I try asking, how did you come to think that way? Understanding the other person's assumptions can often clear up misunderstandings. While it's difficult to be completely objective, I find that just being a little more conscious of this improves the quality of conversations. It might be a form of self-defense, but thinking in extremes like I'm right and they are wrong, well there's nothing I need to improve, doesn't solve problems and might unnecessarily hurt others. I want to learn to see things as they are without adding clumsy interpretations and to develop the capacity to accept the different opinions. Today, I want to imagine a what if scenario. What if there was a world where people's inner values, their virtue, could be quantified and made visible? Virtue refers to superior character, intelligence, and personality. In today's social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok, external values like good looks, luxurious travel, and expensive items are evaluated through likes and follower counts. People highlight these external values because it's an effective way to get attention. But what if there was a platform that evaluated inner values? Imagine a world where kind acts, honesty, eagerness to learn, and contributions to others are visualized as virtue points. Basically, you'd lose virtue points for hurting others. Let's say your daily words and actions are observed and analyzed by AI. Of course, such a system would have major privacy issues and difficulties in defining good deeds, along with various other challenges. It's unclear how this could be implemented, but I thought it would be interesting if such a world existed. If this system offered real benefits like store discounts or reduced tuition, would people's behavior change? Maybe they'd become more focused on improving their character and helping others, rather than improving their appearance or buying things. Of course, there are difficult questions like isn't true virtue doing good without expecting rewards? And who decides what's good? There's also concern it could become a control tool like a social credit system. If such a service was created, would people focus less on obsessively improving their appearance or splurging, and instead concentrate on refining their character throughout life, starting at zero at birth and approaching 100 or 1000 by death? Would people dedicate their lives to self-improvement and contribution? Would you want to live in this kind of virtue score world? Or does it feel scary? Are there better alternatives? Please let me know in the comments. What actions would you assign virtue points to? I've been wanting an Apple Watch lately. An older model will be fine. I just wanna use the step counter feature. In my case, when I'm filming YouTube videos, I have to leave my iPhone on the tripod. It doesn't count my steps during that time. Also, I've been doing more desk work lately and realized my activity level has decreased without me noticing. Actually, I'm now reaching 8,000 steps on most days recently. I researched this the other day and found that walking 8,000 steps daily has disease prevention benefits. There are studies showing that 8,000 steps per day, including 20 minutes of brisk walking, can help prevent dementia, diabetes, depression, and other conditions. So, at minimum, I want to track with an Apple Watch to make sure I'm hitting that 8,000 step goal. Being able to check my step count in real time and seeing how many steps I have left to reach my goal will be a huge motivation. Plus, I'm hoping to monitor my heart rate during exercise for more effective health management. How do you all track your daily steps and activity levels? If you use any convenient tools or apps, please let me know in the comments.